What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to level each of your crafters in as little as 40 minutes each. This is all the way from level 80 up to level 90, and as you can see right now, it's pretty quick, you know, it's pretty quick indeed. If you don't know, I've only actually started really doing my crafters about 2 days ago, and even then, Leatherworker and Weaver, I actually did normally making just mats to sell and things like that. Culinarian, Blacksmith and Carpenter, I've done all with this method today though, so it is very, very, very fast, and it's cheap. You don't actually have to really spend much gil at the moment because, well, it doesn't really use any high-end items. So, what do we do? Well, we're actually going to be abusing the fact that the lowest level collectible here in Rodzaton will actually end up giving you 1,000,000 EXP for maximum collectability. Now, that is really not that difficult to actually hit. And if we look at the items needed, Hydro Nugget, Horse Chestnut Lumber, Sea Swallow Leather for the Armourer. Now these items at the moment, because everybody is leveling crafters, you know, these are the first tier items in Endwalker. You can pick these up ridiculously cheap on the market board because everybody and their mother is making them at the moment, so you could pick them up for a couple hundred gil a piece, meaning you could effectively max your crafter for as little as a couple 100,000 gil, if even that. Right, so all we're going to do is basically craft out exactly 76 of these. Now, if you've already got a little bit more EXP or you've got a couple of levels like I have, then just take away the amount of items that you actually need. So, if you don't know, to go from level 80 to 90, it will take 76 item deliveries. That is including the EXP you are going to get from crafting these items as well. That's why you only need 76 instead of 83, okay? If you were just, say, given these, then you would need 83 to hit max level, but obviously you can't get collectibles from anybody else. You do have to make them yourself, and that is why you only need 76. Now, let's actually talk about the macro that I'm going to be using here. This is an all-round macro. It does not matter what your stats are. Well, I mean, it kind of does to a degree. Right now, I am currently in overmaldied Estates gear, which, yes, was Biz for Shadowbringers, and I do have Biz Malds on it. However, this macro is complete and utter overkill for my stats. You could very easily use this macro with script gear, and honestly, I would say even 80 gear that's not malded at all could still pull this off with this macro, no problem. And the reason for that is very simple. We have no issues at all hitting the actual quality threshold, so much so that we always end up overshooting it. Now, as you can see right here, my macro does this in 2 groundworks with my current stats. If you're in script gear or unmalded, then you know, you're going to be, well, you're going to need the extra careful synthesis maybe, but it's not really ever going to need the second careful synthesis, which is on there just as insurance for anybody who does have lower stats. Now, this is foodless, it is potless, and of course, I'm not using any EXP buffs up top either, like the Squadron Engineering Manual. I'm not getting any extra EXP from food. I don't have the free company buff up for extra EXP, so you could actually reduce the time taken for this even further with that as well. But again, each of these this macro will take anywhere from 27 seconds to 33 seconds per use. It does depend on your stats. So because I do it in just 2 groundworks, that means for me it finishes right here, which is 27 seconds long. If your stats are lower and you need the extra 2 careful syntheses, then it's going to take a maximum of 33 seconds. This will give you basically 2 crafts every minute, essentially. Especially once you actually get to level 82 and you get the careful synthesis bonus. Because right now, careful synthesis at level 80 is only 150% efficiency. That does get bumped up to 180 as you level up. So you are going to be gaining a nice little boon that way as well. All we're going to do right now is craft 76 of these rarefied high durium knuckles. And guys, keep an eye on the time up here, okay? Scroll back to the very start of this video if you need to and look at the time we actually started the crafting. Because I'm going to cut now to when I've actually got all of my crafts made, and I want you to check the time again, just so you can see how quickly and easily it is to completely max out a crafter from 80 to 90. And with that, let's jump to the future. Okay, and now we are done with the crafting. As you can see right there, I've made 76 of these high durium knuckles for the armorer, and down at the bottom, as you can see, I am now level 82, so I've gained 2 levels, and then, you know, a bit of extra EXP as well. Now, before I turn these in, one of the things I'm actually going to do is, one thing I kind of forgot to mention, is this is also an absolutely amazing way of getting the new grade 9 materia for crafters as well. And let's be honest, if you're going to overmeld gear, you're going to need a boatload of that. So right now I've got none in my inventory, so let's go ahead and see, shall we? Although one of the things I'm going to do first is I'm going to spend the scripts I've got, just so it doesn't flood over or anything like that. Okay, I've only got 200, that's fine. We can actually just go ahead and start turning these in. Now, look at the clock in the top right, guys. It's only been about 35 minutes since I started all of this crafting. So really, really fast to craft, and boom, level, just like that. Boom, 2 levels, just like that. Although, we're full of scripts now, so what we're going to do is, I'm just going to run on up here, script exchange, and I'm going to actually just spend these on materia, because, you know, once I actually hit max level on everything, I'm going to be overmelding with perfect overmelds, and then I'll be doing it again in 6.1. So again, very, very good source of materia for you guys. And if you want to as well, boom, level. You can also do the same by extracting your materia from your current gear. Because obviously all these crafts will give you spirit bond as well. And another level there, by the way. It's just like, well, while I've been back, we've gained 4 levels. That's just how simple this is. 4 levels, 14 grade 9 materia, all in the space of, what? 30 seconds. Obviously there was about 30 minutes of crafting involved, but you know, you can't win everything, guys. You can't win everything. You know what, I'm just gonna cap that. I don't really mind losing 40 scripts just to get that one little bit closer to a level. Just a shame I didn't quite ding again though. Would have been nice for me to ding 2 levels each time. But no, now that we're up to 87, it is going. We aren't unfortunately going to gain 2 levels every single trip, but you know, it is what it is. It's like another level, and we're now 69. It's like 69, 89. Why did I say 69? You know, I was doing that on my stream the other night. But again, one last trip. We're going to spend the scripts, and then we're going to ding 90. Now, I know when it comes to leveling, there are a few other ways. You know, you can just craft manually, you can do levies, you can do studium. Studium, by the way, is really, really bad. The reason why I prefer this method is very, very simple. And as you can see right there, I've completely maxed out. Not sure why I still have so many left over. 76 should have been the right amount. Unless I had a little bit of rested bonus at the start. Could have been rested bonus. But how many do I have left? I currently have 12 left. So I didn't even need the 76 there. Right there, I only needed 64 items. And of course, you know, that is starting with about 3 million EXP as well. So just try and work out how much EXP you're actually going to need, just so you can, well, not how much EXP you need, how much EXP you have, just so you can properly determine on how many turn-ins you actually need to make. Because right here with 12 items, I could have knocked 6 minutes off this, basically. 6 minutes might not seem like a lot, but it adds up, guys, it adds up. Especially when you're trying to do all crafters. But yeah, now that we've done armor, it's going to be a case of just moving on to Goldsmith and Alchemist. So in about 2 hours from now, I'll have both of these at level 90. So I'll have gained nearly all of my crafters bar 2 to 90 in literally a handful of hours. It is that simple, guys. But I'm going to be ending the video right here. If you want the macro, it is going to be down in the pinned comment of the video. If you enjoyed or if this video helped, please be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're going to be doing with all the time saved from spamming this method to level up super fast. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more guides. As always, everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.